Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Keeby's Collectibles. I'm Pam, and today I am participating in an open collaboration hosted by Thrifting Adventures and Lucky Sweetheart Vintage. This collaboration is to showcase our vintage $10 home decor. And I have been working on a shelf that is in my den, and I am going to show you a few items that I've picked up, and just know that this is a work in progress, and I rearrange this on a daily basis. So as you can see, Keeby is having none of this, so let's get started. Okay everyone, this is the shelf that I have been working on, and it is a work in progress. And I'm going to bring you a little bit closer and show you some of the items that I have thrifted and am using on this shelf. Okay, the first item, now this is not vintage, but it is a thrifted piece that I paid $1.95 for. It is, I'm going to bring it to the light here, it is a Frankoma, Oklahoma 1907 pottery plate, and my husband is from Oklahoma, so we love having this displayed in our home. And I don't know if you remember, in one of my recent videos, it was an estate sale, I bought this little buffalo, and it was $3, and I'm thinking this is a vintage buffalo, and I'm also thinking that it's made out of pecan, but I'm still doing research on it. But I'm at the point where I do believe that it is a vintage piece. So I have these displayed together. I also found this piece. This is soapstone. It is not vintage, but it is the thinking man. And even though he's got a few issues here, I really love him. All right, my next shelf. These little owls here, they are definitely vintage, and they are from Japan, and I think that's MOOC. I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's just a cute little owl family, and they are definitely vintage, and I bought them at a yard sale. It was like a 50-mile yard sale that we had over the summer, and it was scorching hot. But I believe, if I remember correctly, that I paid $2. They were in like a little baggie, a little Ziploc bag, and I paid $2 for these guys. So they are sitting here, and I love them. A couple other things, just, Goodwill books. This was a gift from one of my students. Thought that was super cute. These are not vintage pieces, so I'm not going to talk about them very much. But I did find this cute little, I believe this is a little donkey, and I found this at Goodwill for 95 cents. And also down here, this definitely isn't vintage, but I did find this, and they said it was a caribou, and this is not a caribou, but I found this at a local little antique store. So of course, more Goodwill books, and we've got a few pieces down here. Now this is some Murano glass, and this little guy back here, I bought him. I don't know much about this guy, but you can see him there. Move this out of the way. He was 95 cents. I believe he's made out of brass. And I just think he's a really cool piece to have on this shelf. And so here he sits. I don't know if he's vintage, but he's super heavy, and I like him a lot. So here he is. And of course, this is a souvenir we purchased when we were in, I can't remember, somewhere on a cruise. And of course, we've got our wonderful little monkey pod, and there's 3 people in our family, so I picked this one up because it has 3 different little places, and it looks like a big pea, like 3 peas in a pod. These other items are not vintage. I did purchase this at an estate sale. I have no idea what it is, but I liked it. And I think I paid maybe a dollar or so for it. So this is a continued work in progress. And I'm sorry that this is just going back and forth, but I've got this gimbal thing here and I'm trying to figure out how to use this. So here we go. So I'm just going to give you a big overview. Of my shelf here. There we go. And like I said, it's a work in progress. But I do have a few pieces on here that I really love that are definitely vintage and definitely under $10. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.